Hello, hello, hello! This is Lapcat, and welcome back. Today is, what, February 14th? It means it's Valentine's Day. Woo! I don't know why I say that. I'm single. Very lonely. But, there's only so many things you can do personally in life to get other people around you. Valentine's Day is such a weird holiday. Like, in all technical meaning, it's a Catholic holiday. But it certainly is not celebrated like one. It's definitely more of like a pagan holiday, if anything, because of the way it's utilized. So, all in all, Valentine's Day could be summed up as being the flower industry's amazing marketing tactic of convincing almost everyone around the world that this one day really matters to your loved one, because if you do not get them flowers, it means that you do not love them. So, I mean, it's like a godsend to every kind of company that targets couples. And if anything, I'd say it's their #1 profit day. Since most people are not very money savvy, or don't pay attention to prices very much, they probably won't recognize the fact that roses will skyrocket, and so will chocolate in terms of prices. Food on Valentine's Day, like if you go out to eat, will decrease in quality and increase in the amount of time to take. Why even indulge in the part of Valentine's Day? Simple, really. It's because of your partner. If your partner is the kind of person that sees Valentine's Day as being important, then it's almost a requirement that you yourself, whether you like it or not, indulge in it. If your partner does not care, then it depends on you. And if you care about it, then that means you probably like the opportunity to have an excuse to give other people things, to give gifts. If your partner doesn't like Valentine's Day, but you do, then it very much likely means that you like the ability to give gifts and are okay with not receiving anything. It's like the intention that counts or something, I don't know. If both of you care, then that's great. Good for you. Each of you give each other a gift. And if both of you don't care, then either A, not very committed to the relationship, which that can be pretty hit or miss. I mean, like, that stance on it. Could be that you're just saving money, like I already said. Chocolates, flowers, and everything else skyrockets in price in terms of what you're getting. I would not be surprised if a dozen flowers, a dozen roses at that, no less than tripled in price just because of it being Valentine's Day. And the last thing is, you realize that Valentine's Day at this point in time is just an amazing marketing gimmick, and you don't want to support that. Which kind of leads to that second point about you not wanting to spend much money as a couple. That's the reason why I said both of you. Because if one of you care about it, then it's probably the best idea to just indulge in the person who does care about it and just enjoy the day. I mean, at the end, I agree with the sentiment that it's a great excuse to have a good time with someone else. And sometimes that's what you need. Work, school, hobbies, they can all get in the way of trying to form a good and healthy relationship. And so, if anything, Valentine's Day is a good excuse to give yourself to commit that a certain amount of time or effort to that other person. And that's a good thing. To me, that's the reason why Thanksgiving is a very important holiday. It's going by the same line of thought, it's a day for you to give yourself an excuse to hang out with your family or friends or other folks, or sadly eat by yourself at a table and think about why you should do more things and be more thankful in life. I don't know. I don't know anyone who is like that, and I feel bad for anyone who does. I was recently listening to a podcast all about Valentine's Day, and they had on there two economists. They're not married, but they're together. And they were asked, why are you not married? Because they're in a committed relationship, monogamous, and they have kids. And they're like, oh, it's like, they didn't say it's too expensive or like the tax or anything. It's like, well, that's just like an insurance agreement. And if you think about it, it is like, till death do us part. That's like an annuity or Social Security. In sickness or in health, that's kind of like health care, medical insurance. And for richer or for poorer, that's more or less just unemployment insurance. It really is like a insurance contract that both of you have to uphold. And it's funny, they were also talking about how all data shows that more or less you end up unhappier if you have children than if you did not. However, they decide to have kids anyway. And if anything, it's like for that special experience, being able to have kids and being around them, have them watch them grow up, and the additional option of having them take care of you when you are older. It tends to work out. In no way will I say, or will I tell you, the listener, to support or go against Valentine's Day in any way. I'm just trying to throw out my opinion. Honestly, I like the idea of Valentine's Day for all the reasons I've said. I do dislike the fact that everything costs more, but I'm also the kind of person that I'm more likely to put in the extra work. Sorry, I gotta move over. Put in the extra work to go to the Dollar Tree, pick up like fake flowers, a vase, glass marbly rock things, you know, the ones that are like half moons. I don't know, they're really weird. And then make a bouquet out of that. Because I'm the kind of guy that would prefer to make something for my significant other that requires a lot of effort than to just buy something, if given the option. Not saying I won't buy things, I absolutely will. I remember for my first serious girlfriend, I ended up buying her a like $80 necklace when I was in high school and without a job, just because I liked her that much. And do I regret it? Yes, just because I probably could have bought a cheaper one and have it look just as nice. But do I regret the decision of putting the effort in, picking out a necklace just for her, and even putting in more money than I probably should have? No, not at all. I think it was fine. I just think I probably should have looked for a cheaper option first. That looked about the same. But, you know, when you're a high school kid, you're dumb. Not saying that I am not now and being in college, but I feel like I can say it, and so therefore I can. Enough said. I do like the idea of, continuing on with why I like Valentine's Day. I like being able to have that excuse to give someone something and just kind of like be affectionate and I don't know. I just enjoy myself, really. Being able to abuse that fact. So, if I was in one of two categories, liking or disliking Valentine's Day, I'd be in the category of liking it. But I also like every other holiday like that. Incidentally, I don't like Easter or Halloween for those same kind of reasons, because Easter is like lost all sense of meaning, and Halloween is really an excuse for you to dress up as something you're not, literally, and then go party or get free things from other people. So, yeah, I just don't like those two holidays as much, at least by comparison. If you were to ask me what a good thing to do on Valentine's is, I could not give you the best answer. After all, that's kind of something that comes up to you and your partner. Go hunting, go shopping. Really, anything that does not have to do with food or roses is usually the best options that you can do. Just because Valentine's Day, like I said, is a money sink for chocolate and flowers and food. Well, restaurants, really. Not so much food itself, but yeah. If anything, being able to, for myself, be able to use Valentine's Day as an excuse to give gifts, I think it's great. Because there's a lot of times when just giving a gift randomly is kind of weird. And I respect the idea of being weird, but that doesn't mean the other person will, or in that context. So, yeah, I don't know. All in all, I'd give Valentine's Day a 7 out of 10. You can do a lot of nice things. You can enjoy it for the reasons of giving gifts, receiving gifts, or just being able to acknowledge and be thankful for your partner. But all of their companies use that as a marketing ploy to make you spend more money on one specific day. So, yeah, minus 3 out of 7. I mean, minus 3 out of 10. Therefore, that's how I get 7. This was a pretty short episode comparative to my last few. So I'm going to just cut that off here. Oh, there's a bike on the side of the road. He has a GoPro on top of his head. Guess it makes sense, really. I'm going to cut this off here. But yeah, we talked about Valentine's Day. I talked about what I liked about it. I repeated myself a lot now that I'm looking back on it. So thanks for bearing with me. Leave a comment down below if you've got something to say. You can't even really see my finger. Leave a comment down below if you've got something to say. Ring the bell to get notified. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Lopcap. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Looks like we're gonna be getting on the highway. It looks like we're gonna be rolling. We're gonna merge onto the highway where all the other cars are. And we're gonna do that right now.